Lots of signs.
Start the beginning part again.
Lots of fencing. Lots of trucks. Whole lot of nothing.
You start to just do the beginning part again.
Lots.
You had music playing in the background when you were doing it. It's going to be completely different now. So just...
Hey guys, we're headed to Kansas City, Kansas.
Each day that we're given presents a new chance for adventures and experiences. We discovered a common bond around hunting for comic books, collectible toys from our childhood, meeting interesting people, seeing brand new places, or finding anything that makes us say, wow, I remember that. We live for nostalgic memories, we have a passion for exploration, and we are completely obsessed collectors. Together we are Comic Trips, and we are inviting you to come along with us on our expedition for pop culture treasure.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. It's not supposed to happen. Ah, of course. Try that, buddy. Look at my back. Got me. Gotcha. Got you good? It's cold. It's cold spring water. Life on the road.
Go green.
372 miles to Kansas City.
372 miles to Buck. You have like a little poppy seed in your tooth and I can't look at
Saving
you.
it for lunch.
We are headed to Kansas City. I don't know what side we're going to end up on. Whether we're going to end up on the Kansas side or the Missouri side. I don't know. We'll find out.
Is it separated by a river? Is that what it is?
Separated by what? Heard there's some good shops out there. Unfortunately, we're going to be getting into town around 5:30-ish.
Or 6.
So I'm hoping that there's a few shops that may still be open. I tried to Google if there was any shops around where we are now. We're coming up on Colby. I think we just passed through like Goodland, so there's not much out here.
No, that's not true. There's a ton of land.
If you like moo cows,
There's a ton of land.
there's a ton of land.
There's
If you
a ton
like,
of land.
If you like moo cows
There's a ton of land.
and wheat,
Land.
and maybe you're in the market for some fresh dairy
Or land.
or land, you should come out here.
They should call it Land.
To Land.
Welcome to Land, Kansas. Land, can.
I think he just had a stroke.
Just had a stroke. Welcome to Land, can.
Oh, Atwood. That's where my mom grew up. That's where the old farmhouse is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, look, they have a shopping center now.
Look, they have a giant sign of Jesus. No, this is not Atwood. I think this is Colby.
Okay.
Atwood is like this big, in the middle of nowhere. Her driveway was like 2 miles long. Yeah.
Imagine
how annoying it is going to get the mail? Sometimes I don't want to walk to our front yard. Live 5-legged cow?
Russian wild boar.
It's an oddity of some kind. Jeremy wakes up from his coma. Oh, it's a weird thing. Where are we? Haven't seen you in 3 days. He's the guy on the couch from Half Baked. Doesn't say shit for a day and a half. And he wakes up and drops some magic knowledge on you. I don't want a business. No, we're doing 70 miles an hour down the highway. You're not sticking a business card in my gums. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. Well, you're gonna have to live with it because I would rather live. That's the thing I don't like. I have to change it right now or my world comes crashing down. You get it?
No.
Wake up the cows. Don't honk the horn too loud.
Alright, Phil.
A cop is going to shoot out of a grain silo 50 miles away and land in front of us. Whoa, easy with the horn there, kid.
Giving you an excessive use of horn.
I figured out why I can't get a captain's hat anywhere. Because you wear a captain's hat on a boat, and where the f is the nearest boat? There's no captain's hats anywhere.
You could have got one in Texas.
I was not paying like $70 for that. What?
65.
I'm not paying $65 for that sweat-ridden old captain's hat. I don't know where it came from. That was worn by someone in the military, and I don't feel right wearing military garb when I've never been in the military. Hello, stolen valor. I'm not trying to be one of those guys that gets like videotaped. Do you know what rank your hat is? Well, no, I got it from an antique shop. I'd just rather not risk it. So what is it? We are now 8 miles out from our destination in Kansas City, Missouri. We are headed to Clint's Comics, right? A few people had told us to come to Clint's Comics.
Today is New Comic Book Day. It's Wednesday. It's also 420. Blaze it up.
Did you just say blaze it up? You just sound like Hillary Clinton trying to win voters. 420 kids, blaze it on up.
Alrighty, Roo.
Alrighty, nighty.
Anyway, so it's New Comic Book Day. Silk number 7 just came out, which is Spider-Woman number 3. I'm excited to get my hands on it.
It's good to know that comic book storylines are still as confusing and complicated as ever.
It's pretty confusing. It's the whole Spider-Woman series. There's 4 in April and 4 in May.
It's late in the day, and we are getting in at about 6 o'clock. So we're gonna hit a couple shops.
We got 2 on the agenda. We actually have, well, we've got Clint's in Kansas City, Missouri, and then we're actually headed back into Kansas, into Overland Park, because there's a shop called Elite Comics, which is also highly recommended to us. So we're doing one of these. We're going to Kansas City, Missouri, we're going back down into Kansas, and then out of Kansas back into Missouri, headed east towards St. Louis.
Sounds like the usual comic trips. Glenn. Oh,
Yeah.
do a little bit.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit up. So we are headed towards what looks like the most civilizations we've seen in 800 miles.
Actual buildings. It's incredible. Okay, so we got a couple spots to go check out. headed east on the way home. Kansas City, Missouri, and then back to Kansas.
Coming for you.
But not Kansas, right?
Still coming for you.
Coming for you, Kansas.
Oh,
Missouri.
traffic. Oh.
Oh, we're gonna make good time.
Let's check ways.
We've been around 49 years, so.
That's it? Only 49, huh?
Yeah.
So just kind of getting started, huh?
No, we're trying to figure out what to do. No, I used to do the New York cons.
Okay.
Back in the day, I used to. In fact, I used to stay at Phil Suling's house.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you knew who Phil Suling is. Great guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, he did the convention.
Yeah. When was the last time you made it out east?
It's been over 20 years.
It's definitely changed a little bit. but-
Too damn expensive.
Oh, trust me, I live in New Jersey. You know, everything is too damn expensive. That's incredible. When did you stop doing mail order?
1981.
Wow.
Three, 4, 5. I'm only missing 6. You know how hard these are to find? I haven't found them at any shops yet. Not a single one. Been to
Sounds good. There's so much stuff. Library stamp. Oh, here kids, come read your comic books at the library. We're gonna stamp them all over. Ooh. So how long have you been working here?
I've been working here, what, 5 years? When did Eric die?
I got it 6 years.
Okay.
Wow.
I've been a customer here for about 46.
Yeah, you were saying that when we got here. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
That's dedication.
Hand me her books.
Are you-
I can actually price them out, give you a little bit better deal. I'm not doing this just because you're doing the filming. That's one reason we have people come here all the time.
Yeah.
You're talking about the Mile High thing. I had a customer who saved up his money to go to Colorado, went to Mile High Comics, saved over $2,000. 4 days later, he came back to Kansas City and spent $2,000 in my store.
Wow, that says a lot.
Well, because I don't take and jack my prices up double and then tell people I'm going to give them a 40% discount.
Yeah.
And also, I don't overgrade comics.
Okay.
So,
It's from the collector standpoint, that's appreciated.
well, it should be.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's one reason we've been in business all these years without having to do mail order and things like that.
Yeah, I can't believe you guys
It's just brick and mortar.
stopped mail order.
I'll toss this for you. It's my last one. It's
wow.
I think it's a short story, but it's presented as an activity book.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, that's
And
really
the,
neat.
The art is somewhere between Chris Ware and Edward Gorey.
Oh, I like that.
This
That's
is
awesome.
cool.
Thank you. That's
This is
incredible.
good for the road.
Yeah. We still have a lot of miles back to New Jersey, so that'll help.
There was a shop I liked in Kalamazoo. Have you been
No.
that way?
We're gonna, after we leave here, we're gonna head to St. Louis. Our last stop is hopefully gonna be Ides in Pittsburgh, where that's about 6 hours from us. So then after Ides is done, we're just gonna hoof it 6 hours home. We are filming now for the 5th season. We just decided we're gonna do something we've never done. Set out on one trip and do an entire season in one trip. So we started in New Jersey, down to Baltimore, Virginia, Tennessee, more Tennessee. Tennessee's a big, long state. And then Nashville.
That's in Tennessee.
Yeah,
I don't want to
See,
embarrass you.
I've been on the road now almost a week now.
Arkansas.
Little Rock, Arkansas. We hit the
Texas.
coolest little shop in Texarkana. Awesome little shop in a flea market. We just found it by happenstance on the internet, and we fell in love with the people there. Then we went to Dallas, then 11.5 miles north, straight through to Denver through the night.
And then here.
And then we just came straight here from Denver.
This is basically $112 worth of comics. I'm at 85 instead.
That's
Plus
perfectly fine.
That's
yeah.
really
Okay.
nice of you.
No, that's incredible. Thank you.
Did you get this last week?
I did not
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
Is this doing the rebirth? Oh,
Yeah.
it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Explains everything.
I don't handle rebirths and re-ups with universe.
Somebody was talking to me about DC doing that, and I said, you know, Marvel reboots everything about every 2 years.
Give or take, yeah.
Somebody was telling me there's been like something like 10 or 15 Captain America 1s, you know, just in the last, 15 years.
Yeah, there has.
That's insane.
Yeah, I want the classic storylines, from Marvel Comics from like 63 on. That's what I want. I want those characters and those storylines. That's what I want.
Well, unfortunately, because of the advent of they're trying to sell more and more, they really push to do the Barnes and Noble thing and
Right.
that real heavy. That's why they do the trades.
Okay.
Because that's what those companies want.
I wasn't listening.
$85 for everything.
For everything.
Just punch in 85 comics. We figured you guys want to eat a little bit.
Tax makes it 92.10. May I see a photo ID?
So you guys having fun on your trip?
We are.
This is a lot of fun. I
It's
could do
incredible.
this full time.
Yeah, we're thinking about how we can get out of the lease in our house and just do it.
Growing up, I really, really, really liked Barbie Benton.
Okay.
You're too young to know who Barbie
She was a
Benton.
Playboy playmate, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
she's
she also
pretty.
she lived with Hugh Hefner for about 8 years.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, she was in Playboy in the late 60s, early 70s. I got out of the service in 70 and came back here. And there was this girl that came to the college that I was going to.
Oh wow.
Holy cow.
That's Sharon.
Oh wow.
That's your wife?
Yeah. And she still is like a size 2. The funniest line I ever heard her do was one time she said to me, she goes, "Am I really that little?" And she's like 5 foot and 97 pounds. And I went, "Yeah, you really are." And also she's blind as a bat, thank God.
So no matter how you age, she's still good. She's still.
Oh, we went out to eat. This is funny to me. We went out to eat, and the waitress, after she took Sharon's order, she goes, "What would your father like?" This was like 2 years ago. Yeah, she didn't look her age.
We had somebody say that I was his daughter.
I can understand that. Well, you look young.
I'm only 32.
But here's the thing about it. When you get older,
I'll still look young.
yeah. And see,
You
you'll be
win
taking
with that
full.
one.
I take full advantage of it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
My next big thing when I have because you always turn, big things are like turning 40, 50,
Yeah.
60. Mine's turning 70, so
Oh.
yeah,
Wow.
I'm really old.
You got some Sprite left in you, though.
Yeah,
I've taken martial arts since, for 59 years.
Wow. Good thing I didn't come in here playing on Robin.
Oh God. Here's the thing, to be quite honest with you, I know enough to get my butt kicked.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Where was
There's a
that?
store that has keyblades.
Like
Also,
this big, like
yeah.
sword size.
I'm gonna get
never-
I'm gonna get a Deadpool one.
Screen printing.
Is that what it is? Screen
Yeah,
printing?
it's nice.
What gave you the idea to come up with those? Like, that's...
It was the idea we wanted to have a box you'd be allowed to keep upstairs.
Keep upstairs?
You know, you don't have to keep your paper boxes down the basement.
Okay,
This-
right.
This is a living room.
Right, okay. Oh, yeah, I've seen that. That's a...
Oh man, that was
Should probably just check it out.
Are you enabling?
Yes, I'm enabling. That's what we do. Which printing and killing joke is that? First player? Alright, can I see that? Can I see that raw and can I see the graded killing joke?
sales is Vermont. He just walks up to people.
What about like a Black Panther? Does it have his symbol?
Oh yeah, we saw that when we were...
God's disappointed in you. He's disappointed.
One more just to stick it in.
I think, Liz, I have this question.
He's in as in like his comic book likeness.
Thanks.
That's all.
I'm in 58 issues of comics.
Are you really?
Wandered out.
That's awesome. How are you gonna like in the relationship to tell us that you were like actually in comics? That's incredible.
Now.
Where? Yeah. Where's the? He just so happens to know where the issue is. Oh, it's actually.
There was a contest in an issue of FHM where you dressed up as a villain
Okay.
and take a picture, and the winning entry would be drawn into an Ultimate X-Men being fought by Wolverine or something.
Really?
And I thought that was a cool idea, but I didn't want to dress up or compete with other people to do so.
Right.
So I created a website to direct people, and I email them or I hand them flyers like the one I gave you at conventions.
How cool is that? I don't think I've actually ever met anyone who is like actually like in a comic book.
Archie, I'm The Walking Dead, getting hit by a car.
Well, I'm gonna buy this now, and I'm gonna do something super even more shameful. I want you to sign this panel for me, because this is where I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna take this home.
You want this as well?
Yeah, for the Deadpool.
Total on all this stuff, 96.
96? May I see that Killing Joke one more time?
This is not
The promotional.
All right, write it up.
Yeah, thanks for me.
Thank you guys. You guys are all very awesome.
This is awesome.
Thank you guys. It's an incredible shop. Thank you. Yes, we did.
Did you get to do one at Clint's?
Yes.
We did, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Our first stop in Kansas City was a place called Clint's Comics. We met up with Jim, the owner, and Keith. He works there. What amazing guys. Honestly, when I was scrolling through the books, Keith came up and asked if I needed any help or if there was something he could help me find. And that was amazing. So I really appreciated that. Paul had a conversation with Jim, and then he came in the front, and towards the end, he was just sharing stories with us, and they were amazing stories. I enjoy sitting back and listening to like the real experts and the real deals talk about their experiences in the comic world, like stories that occurred way before I was born, before he was born. So it's new comic book day today. It's Wednesday, and I picked up Bee and Puppy Cat number 11. This is not the variant cover, this is just the regular one. And I picked up Silk number 7, which also happens to be Spider Women number 3. This is the regular one as well, this is not the variant. While I was there, I actually finished my Mighty Morphin Power Rangers run, so I was like, let me get some new books. I'm going to start reading The Amazing Spider-Man and Silk, so I got 1 and 2, that's all that's out so far. So I'm gonna have to add that to my pull list when I get home. They have tons of boxes of books, and it's pretty well organized as well. I found this variant of Spider-Gwen number 7, which, you know, is a Civil War cover, so that's awesome. Leave off. And then they had, so I got number 2 of Spider-Gwen at, it's all kind of rolling into one. I don't remember where I got it. But I found 3, 4, and 5. So now all I'm missing is 6. And I got these for about $3 a piece. That was awesome. Paul did some digging. What did you get?
At Clint's Comics, they had some pretty good prices on their back issue selection.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start it off with, I grabbed Action Comics number 300. Always love that cover. It's a story about how Superman is 1 million years into the future, which is hilarious in my mind because you still have the Daily Planet sitting there 1 million years into the future. I guess they had some really good construction crews
I love how Superman has a beard.
in Metropolis. Super duper old issue of Iron Man, number 12.
Wow, we're going low Iron Mans, aren't we?
Yeah, we haven't really done a whole lot of like low number issues with Iron Man's, Avengers, and Fantastic Four, and we're finding some pretty good prices out on the road, so we're trying to, you know, knock these things out before we get back to the Northeast, and prices seem like they go up just a little bit, you know, depending on the store. 3 more issues of the Avengers, 22, 81, and 84. Old oldies, 12 and 15 centers. Those were, what, just about $10 a piece?
And well, they're marked $10, but he did give us a good deal.
We bought a good amount of stuff and he gave us a deal. And I grabbed 1 issue of Marvel Saga. It's an earlier issue on that. No complaints. I'll take it.
Vertical. So overall, I'm gonna give Clint's a thumbs up, and then I'm gonna give it another thumbs up because great customer service, good prices, and they just great stories.
Amazing stories. When we walked in, I had to be honest, you know, first impressions are a lot, but I know you can't judge a book by its cover, but I kind of had the feeling that, like, I was wondering which way the customer service was going to go on this one. As soon as Keith and Jim both started talking, I just fell in love with these guys.
Yeah.
Old school men from the Midwest do not mince words. and I was loving the stories that I was hearing from Jim about the whole Jack Kirby and Stan Lee thing, Gil Kane, Steve Ditko and everything. Like, hearing some incredible stories. This guy's been doing comics for going on 60 years now, Jim anyway. And then Keith was a customer of the store for over 40 years and has been working there for 5. They did move before. Clint has passed away. He passed away a while ago, and Jim purchased the shop, and he's been running it for quite some time. Yeah,
good people.
I really enjoyed it. Old school. It almost felt like it was like almost like an old bank or something.
It looked like it. The ceilings, they were very fancy ceilings.
It was very warm in there. Was not expecting that.
No, very warm.
But old school comic book shop. One guy sitting in the front, one guy sitting way in the back.
And then people just digging.
And that's where we met up with Jeff and his wife.
She said she's reading Deadpool because of the movie and because of how much I talk about it.
That's incredible.
Keep reading Deadpool. And then when you're done with Deadpool, read GWENPOOL, because I just read GWENPOOL #1, and I have to say, I like it. Gotta go ahead and give GWENPOOL a thumbs up. It's very good. After that, we headed to Elite Comics. We headed back into Kansas.
So we went to Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah, and then we went to Overland Park in Kansas. We went back because they closed at 9. We headed into Elite, and I felt like I was walking into a party. I really did. Everyone there was super nice, and they were all just hanging out. There was pizza boxes. Apparently, Kansas City and the surrounding area is a hub for a lot of artists who do big things, and they all hang out at this shop. We talked to a bunch of people that work there. The shop is cool. They gave us these cool pins, or these cool patches. So it's the Punisher logo, but if you look, the teeth spell out Elite, which honestly, that's amazing. Oh, and then like dog tags he gave us as well. So these are really, and stickers, so these are really cool. Thank you for that, by the way. While I was there, I found behind the counter GWENPOOL'S Secret Wars. So a little while ago, and I totally forget what month it was, almost all of the comics came out with a Gwen edition of it. Like at Clint's Comics, I found Black Gwen Widow. Why? Why did they do that? I'm not even reading Black Widow, but I kind of wanted to pick it up just cause.
That's exactly why they did it.
Exactly. So I picked up this one just because the cover really struck me. I mean, she's sitting in a pool, you know, floaty, drinking a drink with an umbrella while there's a dead guy in the pool and he's bleeding out. That's brutal. This was sitting at the counter, so this is the SKOTTIE Young Baby Gwenpool of Gwenpool #1, which is awesome because I was looking for this. Rude. And then, while we were there, they had some really interesting short boxes. They were wooden, and they were awesome. So Elite Comics has their own boxes that they make. So this is a short box. Obviously, I got a Deadpool one, and it says Elite Comics on it. And it's like a box. It's wooden. And it's legit. I don't know what else to say about it.
This wooden short box. It's a box and it's wooden.
So
and it smells like barbecue.
It does because the edges are burned. But these are all screen printed images, which is really cool. And it was $25, but I feel like this is perfect.
Yeah, it was definitely more than, you know, obviously a regular long box is $8, maybe $10.
Yeah, but this is legit, and somebody like handmade this.
He was saying that, oh, if you just don't want some white cardboard boxes sitting out and you have a display, boom, there you go.
Yeah, so naturally I grabbed the Deadpool one. They had a Spider-Man one, Star Wars, Batman, Superman, Green Lantern. There was one other one, but I totally forget. But these boxes are amazing, and they're stackable too, which means I'm gonna come back for another one. So that's my haul. I got really excited about it because I feel like I did really well today with the comics. Paul, on the other hand, did even better today.
I must be slipping because I didn't even know that Galaxy Quest was a new comic by IDW. I'm f***ed up.
You actually grabbed the subcover, so this is a variant.
Like, and this is #4. I was completely unaware that Galaxy Quest had a comic book line going. I love Galaxy Quest, and I'm blown away by it. That was this month, wasn't it?
April 2015.
2015?
This is a year old. Wow.
call me out of touch. I don't know. I don't really keep up with a ton of newer comic books.
No,
I
he
really
doesn't.
don't. I love my back issues, and there are very select newer ones like Back to the Future that I keep up with, but I was unaware of this, so now I'm going to have to find the whole thing, and I'm going to have to read this from beginning to end, because I was completely unaware.
Mwahaha, now he has to hunt for them.
Our friend Jeff that we met up with, who, unbeknownst to me, is on a crusade to become a comic extra, which is incredible. He hands these out at Comic-Cons, and it shows comic books that he's been in. So Jeff, this is Jeff. Jeff gets himself into comic books as an extra, which is incredible.
How the hell
I don't know, but it's...
do you get that
How
done?
cool of a thing is that to be like, oh hey, he was in a issue of The Walking Dead where he's getting hit by a car.
Dude, he was in Gargoyles. Yeah.
He showed me a couple different ones that he was in, which was incredible.
Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah. He's been in a few.
Teen Titans, Green Lantern, Wolverine and the X-Men,
Yeah.
Swamp Thing, Walking Dead, Superman, Batman.
Yeah.
Wow, Venom.
He's been, I think he said, in just a little bit over 50 comics as an extra. And that's it. One man's quest to be a comic book extra. That's incredible. I love that. How cool is that? You don't have to be the guy that writes them. You don't have to be the main character. You're a cameo guy. You're the Stan Lee of Marvel movies
Okay.
in comics. Just like
You're the
one or two
cameo.
panels.
Well, what was he in that we got? Back to the Future.
He was in Back to the Future, yeah. Number 7.
So this is on my pull list at home, but we had to buy it just because.
Had to buy it because I found
He was
it
in the shop with us.
And grabbed a bag and board for that, if you please. Papa picked up a few issues of Avengers, a couple higher issue ones, 216, 217, 218, 215, 123.
There's only one that's not boarded, so that's cool.
Then a bit of an older one, number 79. Starting to rack up numbers under 100.
Sweet.
2 issues of Incredible Hulk, 224 and 240.
You guys, we're saving the best for last.
And then...
So the final reveal, ready?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Boom. I have been sitting on the possibility of getting a copy of The Killing Joke for quite some time. Every single time, I'm like, I'll get it next time, I'll get it next time. This is a first print, it's a one-shot.
So what's the story?
The story, it's basically the origin of the Joker. It's how he becomes a Joker. It's what he goes through, and it touches on him being the Red Hood because he was in the leader in the gang. He gets kind of abandoned by everybody. His wife dies with his unborn child. Yeah.
Look at that grin on his face.
That it right there shows how the Joker became the Joker, and it's one of the most heralded comic book storylines of all time. And that is a first print. I'm out and I'm seeing 6th print, 4th print, 5th print, different things. Like, I want a first print when I get this. We finally pulled the trigger on The Killing Joke.
How much was this?
That was just over $70. Now, they had a graded copy, 9.8 for $225. I'd probably maybe give it like a high 8s.
I was gonna say 8.
High 8 somewhere in there.
8.
There's no major blemishes on that whatsoever.
Isn't. It looks good.
And the graded copy was a 9.8, which is ridiculous, $225, which is pretty much right in line about what it's worth and what it's going for. But it was way overdue. I couldn't pass on it anymore. I had to grab it. The time to stop dilly-dallying was here, and yeah, made us go just a slight bit over budget today, but we did well at Clint's, so I decided, okay, we're gonna go. And I mean, I was almost gonna pull the trigger on that 9.8.
Good thing I saved him my Mylar bag, because I just put that in a Mylar bag. So it'll be nice and safe and
Overall,
secure.
I'm super stoked about today's haul.
Yeah, Elite Comics, you get a thumbs up for sure.
For sure.
You get another thumbs up for having my variant that I wanted.
Yep.
Thank you.
And just being cool people.
They had tons of Spider-Gwen variants behind the counter. That was hard to walk away with one. Yeah, so that's what we did. We had fun.
We're on the side of the road. We stopped to get dinner, cook ourselves some stuff. We are headed on the road to St. Louis. We plan on having a good day tomorrow in St. Louis, visiting a bunch of shops before heading to Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Still a bunch more miles to go on this trip.
You know what's kind of weird?
What?
Season 5 is turning out to be very comic heavy.
It is. I mean, We had, you know, 1 or 2 seasons that turned very toy heavy.
I didn't get any toys. Oh wait, no, I got my puppy cat.
Yeah, you have 1 or 2. I've got a bunch in storage up here, but not as much. I mean, we kind of go back and forth. We go from toys to comics. It kind of depends on our mood. But you know, this one is definitely very comic
I'm in a
heavy.
comic mood.
Oh yeah, absolutely, me too. Just because, I mean, a lot of the toys that we want, we can find around by us. I want to be able to, in 5 years, I want to be able to look at this price tag that says Elite Comics on it, and I want to remember this trip. That's why I like these things, because a lot of these stores put customized price stickers on them, and I want to be able to go through my collection later on down the line, like, oh, I remember getting that at Clint's Comics in Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah, this is definitely, so far this has definitely been a fun trip. I kind of, not gonna lie, have wanted to kill him about 85 times so far.
Mutual.
I think that's just attributed to cabin fever.
I don't let it catch me being in the unknown. I'm just excited that I'm out.
I love you though.
I love you too.
I'm not yelling at you because I'm mad at you.
Aww. Jeremy says his first words in 4 days.
You know what I'm excited for? Mike's Vintage.
I'm excited for Mike's Vintage as well.
I insta-stalked the shit out of that profile, and I'm just like, good Lord.
We were originally slated to try and go to Big Fun in Cleveland. However, with time and with money, Cleveland is way up there in Ohio. Mike's Vintage is much closer to like Toledo down in Springboro, which is almost diagonal.
We can always do Big Fun for season 6.
Right, exactly. Justin and Penelope from Farpoint Toys are always telling us how to go
Highly recommended it.
Highly recommended, but it's time right now. Right now it's time because
money,
we are officially more than halfway through this trip, and we still have St. Louis, Indiana. You know, we have a bunch of stops to make still.
Why are you shaking your head?
I don't have many stops.
Yeah, he's leaving us soon because he has to go back to work in 2 days.
Yeah. We're gonna be dropping Jeremy off soon. Not looking forward to it.
I might cry already.
Autobots, roll out.
Do it, roll out. Look at my shirt, everyone. Remember this?